Well, law enforcement agencies in the Miami Valley are closely monitoring that situation in Minnesota for when the verdict is announced, and they're working to make sure any potential protests here are peaceful. 2 News reporter Adam Reif is live in Dayton to explain how they're preparing.
Brooke, so far no protesters here in Courthouse Square. Typically the city and the police department ask people to notify them of protests ahead of time. That's so they can get any safety resources in the area should they need them. But Dayton police telling me today they're not aware of any planned protests. That certainly could change after that verdict's announced at about 4:30. Both the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office and the Dayton Police Department say they support people's right to protest.
Oftentimes we protest based on individual cases. So we protest based on Breonna Taylor, based on George Floyd, and it's much harder to protest against systemic violence, for example.
Sociology professor Dr. Leslie Pica says protest is one mechanism for change, but it doesn't always achieve it. She says the pandemic has made racial disparities even more visible.
Oftentimes protests are characterized as this kind of us versus them mentality, when truthfully there's just a lot of nuances in the middle.
She points to protests last summer when some officers knelt alongside the protesters. Now, as the country awaits the Chauvin verdict, the Dayton Police Department tells us, quote, the department regularly monitors current events happening around our state and across the country, as well as any locally planned gatherings, events, or protests, and adjusts staffing as appropriate. And a spokesperson for the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office writes, the office, quote, supports the right to demonstrate peacefully. However, in the case that any protesting shifts to civil unrest following the verdict of the trial, the Sheriff's Office has contingency plans in place to protect life, property, and maintain civil order. Dr. Pica says while the trial is being held elsewhere, protesting in the Miami Valley can still make a difference.
Even though we're talking about a specific case in Minneapolis, it's really highlighting those broader systemic inequalities.
Another law professor at the University of Dayton tells me it's often difficult to maintain the balance between respecting the trial process and maintaining order with also supporting the right to protest. But she says it's critical and essential that they support that balance, respect it, and make sure that it's done well. Live at Courthouse Square in Dayton, Adam Reif, 2 News, working for you.